guys, how y'all doing? So I promised I was going to do this before, and so we're going to do it now. It's the most recent LARP Box review. For those of you who already know this, the Healers Box got delayed due to shipping issues, and the guy who runs it did apologize. He was fighting a lot of sickness after a LARP that he went to, but he got back, he got better, he got everything in order. The Barbarian Box is supposed to be coming out sometime soon, but it's also been delayed due to shipping issues, and hopefully soon enough we'll get things back on track. The one we just got in the mail is the Healers Box. I technically pulled out one of the things right off the bat, and we're going to set that over here because we'll get to it at the end. But let's go ahead and pop this sucker open and show you guys what's in it. First off, they came up with a new label. That was interesting. If you look at the past boxes, they looked like a wooden box. It had lines and stuff on it. The LARP box image looked a little bit different. This is this looks more like a sticker. It looks kind of like it's got a metal frame that's bolted onto the box. It's kind of interesting. I get this thing open. Alright. So as per tradition of all LARP boxes, it's got the list of everything that comes in it. And we're actually going to go through this by the list. Obviously, because I don't have the legendary box, this stuff down here is not going to be in this. But we've got the stuff that comes in the budget box, and then the stuff that comes in the premier box. So first and foremost, I guess it is the knife first. So first thing on the list is the cutthroat knife. And that's this thing. It says polyurethane foam knife that works well as a scalpel for your healer kit. I like getting these in this box. The biggest reason is because there is a game I play in where I have a character that uses throwing knives, and it's always cool to be able to get different style of knives because nobody else uses these types. At least none that I've seen. I could be wrong. This one, however, I wouldn't suggest using, and here's why. It's this tip right here on the end. That feels incredibly sharp. I know it's made out of polyurethane foam, but just poking that, it almost feels like poking a legit needle. And the worry is that if you try to throw that, you're just poking somebody and it could potentially break skin. Here's what I'm talking about. This is incredibly stiff for a throwing knife. I have here the orc throwing knife out of the orc box. Look at how flimsy this one is. Okay, I could take that and stab my hand all day long. Nothing's happening. This one, it barely bends. And if you do it at the right angle, I can feel that jabbing into my hand. And that legitimately hurts. The foam in the handle is a lot stiffer too, which means the harder you throw this, the more sting it's going to have on it. Using it as a scalpel though, and the whole, okay, it's good for role play, but I wouldn't suggest you actually physically using it like a throwing knife, like you would these suckers. So that's the first one. Next on this list is a Harpo's Labs Health Potion. I love this. I freaking love this. Here's why. Two reasons. One, I've seen these before in an old comic book shop I used to fancy, and I would shop at on occasion. I also know that they don't just have health potions. There's also another kind that's called the mana potion. Same thing, different color, different flavor. I almost became a vendor to sell these, plus a few other things. The same company that makes this made the blood packet that came in one of the earlier boxes. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about if you've gotten one of the boxes. If not, check out all the other LARP box videos out there. I guarantee you will see it. But this is the health energy potion. It's a legit drink, an energy shot, just like, 5-Hour Energy or whatever other knockoffs are out there. But it's a health potion, and it looks like a legit health. If I could find more of these bottles like this, heck, I would even take them empty. You know how cool it would be to fill that up with a fake liquid and use it like a real healing potion? You know how cool that would be? And then find the blue ones and do mana. It's got all the little nutritional facts, supplement facts, what's in it, Obviously, it's got sugar in it. Looks like it's got label's kind of warped, so I can't really read it. But it is an actual energy shot. You could pop this sucker open, drink it. It's gonna give you a few hours of energy. But, I mean, it's a cool little gimmick, you know. That's just really neat. Next is the, where'd it go? Next is the LARP Box Healers sticker, designed by, and if I say this name wrong, I apologize, Lou Boyer. It's just this cool sticker. It looks a little bit like an actual medical image that you would see with the snake and the staff thing wrapped around. But it's just, it's a different variation of something like that, and it looks really, really cool. See if I can get that up there close enough so you guys can see it. I believe that's the same design that's on the shirt. So, Lou, if you ever see this, cool job on that, man. That looks really, really neat. And then the last piece to the budget box is the LARP Box Healers Bandages with Bag. This is kind of neat. I've gone through a first aid class. And in a lot of first aid kits, something like this is actually included. It's a short-term way to help somebody, especially if they've like messed up their arm or something. And it's this little bag thing, okay? First off, the bag looks really neat. That's just a cool little piece right there. But inside the bag is an actual wrap. I could unwrap that if I really wanted to. It's an actual wrap. And a tourniquet. An actual piece of fabric that folds out like a triangle. You put your arm in it like a sling, tie it around the neck, and it's a temporary hold for your arm until you get and seek actual medical attention. Those came in those type of things. That's my dog you hear in the background. He's a goofball. But that's just that's really cool. It's really neat. It's kind of a funny thing to see in a healer's kit. Alright, so that's it for the budget box stuff. Cosmo, be quiet! Next we move on to the stuff that came in the Premier box. The LARP Box Healers t-shirt. This is kind of neat. You remember the sticker from earlier? This bad boy. This same image was what was on the t-shirt. I always love getting the t-shirts. If you got the email that Bart sent out, this is actually the last box to get t-shirts in it. Which threw me for a loop because it made it sound like there were other things getting added into the box, but it also sounded like a lot of the same things were already getting in these boxes. But there's the t-shirt. It's the same design, same image, it's just outlined in red. Same guy designed this, Lou, once again, awesome job. This looks really cool. I honestly like this, and I do hang on to those t-shirts. I've got the royalty shirt, the orc shirt, the warrior shirt, and now the healer shirt. And yes, I do actually wear them. In fact, if I remember in enough comments below on this video, I may actually wear this shirt in the next video. Next up, we have, this was kind of neat. It's not necessarily LARP related, but it is cool in that it's something you should have at a LARP, even though it's guaranteed not to be of the period. And that is an actual first aid kit. This is legitimately an actual first aid kit. It's got a little strap on the back so you can hook it up to a pouch, a belt, maybe even a keychain or something. Got a little pocket here in the front for extra stuff. And then you pop this little sucker open, and it actually, whoop, there went the scissors. It actually has first aid stuff in it. It has another wrap and another tourniquet in it like the bag did. It's got actual bandage, alcohol swabs. Yeah, it's always a good idea to have an actual first aid kit with you. And it's just a really neat thing to see. Plus, obviously, they put the LARP Box logo on it. It's just a neat little handy bag to have on hand. And this last one that's on here is the Bone Crack Noise Maker. Hide this in your palm when you set a broken bone or magically heal a broken limb. To use, gently pull both ends to stretch the noise maker apart like a bendy straw, then push it back together to make the awesome crack sound. Okay. Not sure how I feel about this. We're gonna try this out. This looks incredibly weird. So it's this little doobly-doo. It says you pull it up. Oh, it's really hard to pull apart. Pull it apart like that, and as you're resetting a bone, you keep this in the, I think it'll stay apart, keep this in the palm of your hand, and you I don't even know if you guys heard that. Let's see if you guys can hear it this time. Maybe? I don't know. Did it, right? Because I mean, I could almost, actually just, and I mean, an actual bone crack actually sounds, I don't know. It might be a fun little gimmick if you're like in front of friends or something and you want to throw them off. You just like, I could kind of see it, sure. Neat little gizmo, if you can even call it that. The last little thing that came in these boxes was a postcard for Nymph Forge. Creations as unique as your character. It's a cool little postcard. I'm not sure what that was for. I don't know what came in the box that was part of this. But it's a cool little thing. They've got their own Instagram and Facebook page. And their stuff looks like legitimately real. It's LARP. It's not real. But man, does it have realism mixed into this really, really well. So all in all, interesting box. Some of the stuff I will definitely use, like the t-shirt. This thing, I don't want to open this. I really don't. I like it too much the way it is. It's a cool little thing to have. It looks really neat. This is probably by far my favorite. This was always really cool. I don't think I'll ever actually use it, but it's a nice little thing to have with. Maybe I'll hang it up when I get my new set put together. Of course, the first aid kit. This wasn't just interesting. This was smart in every purest form. I have a larger first aid kit that I carry, and then there's a travel first aid kit that we sell at work we have the smaller 25-piece set and then the larger 50-piece set. I've always looked at those. The sticker, I've always been a fan of stickers, kind of. And here's why I say that. Stickers are interesting in that they look cool. Somebody sees a cool image or something they like, and like, yeah, I want that. I really want that. Here's the downside. Once you stick this to something, it's there. It's there forever. Half the stickers I've gotten, I either replaced because I used them and then I felt terrible after having to get rid of whatever the stickers were on, or they still look like this with the cardboard paper backing thing on the back, and I've never used them because the minute you do, they're done. And I honestly don't want to stick this to something and then a few days or a few weeks, maybe even a few years down the road, go, I really wish I didn't do that. Now, that being said, I do hang on to a book where I put random stuff into, so I'm probably going to stick this into there. Not like stick it in there, but put it in there, kind of like a bookmark or something, and just keep it with the rest of those. Then last but not least, as interesting as it is for roleplay purposes, I still don't recommend actual use, is the knife. This one's probably the most interesting I've seen. It kind of, it almost looks like half of a kunai knife. Like there should be another bit like this that comes down this way, and it'd be a kunai that you just kind of chuck. But I've got this one. I've got the bone knife. I went and I bought 3 of the Assassin's Creed Inquisitor knives. And I have the woodsman knife that I use. And that is the entire box. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You had fun. I liked going through it. It was pretty cool. Look for this in other videos. If you have any thoughts, ideas, questions, comments, whatever, put them down below. Seriously, the more viewers we get, the more attention this thing gets, the more popular it becomes, the better stuff I'm able to do. Also, if you want to subscribe and you want to get notifications, there's a bell somewhere around here on this page. There's a bell. You click on that and you can get updated on all the videos that you want to watch from my channel. Last but not least, share. Please share. Word of mouth is our best friend, and it's what's gotten us this popular so far. And at the number of viewers I've gotten, my quest for the Pumpkin King video, oh my gosh, I'm glad so many of you watched that. That's the most views I have gotten since I rebooted this channel up. Thank you. I cannot express it enough. Thank you. I was literally on my phone day after day after day just watching that number build up, going, this was awesome! So until next time, stay safe and have fun. See you guys later.